Hello, everyone, and welcome to another webinar. We are so excited to have you all here. We are going to be talking about a very important topic today, why video content is a must in your social media. As I'm sure all of you are aware, and if you're on social media, you're seeing this happen. You're seeing how important it is to post video content and to be engaged with your audience through video content. By way of introduction, my name is Mackenzie Felstead. I'm a leader content specialist at doTERRA. On the call, we also have Pamela Cardwell, Director of Communication Strategy and Business Marketing. Thanks for joining, Pamela.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. We also have Raquel on the call with us, Head of Strategic Partnerships at Promo Republic. Thanks for joining, Raquel.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Perfect. So our agenda today is as follows. Why is video content so important? Reasons that you should and must start using video content, what type of video content to post, and current video trends. So we'll give you an overview of all these things, and Raquel will be managing our chat if you have any questions. So I'll turn it over to Pamela to get started.
Thanks so much. It's great to be with you guys today. And at doTERRA, we're very passionate about video and creating content around video, whether it's a reel, a GIF, a anthem video. We create all kinds, and we really want to empower you guys to jump in, if you haven't already, to creating video for yourself. I've got some really cool stats here. 86% of businesses indicate that they are using video as a marketing tool. And 93% of them say it's a critical part of their strategy. You can't really go anywhere and not see video, see ads, see reels from businesses, see people's personal TikToks. Video is just becoming a part of the way we market and the way we sell goods and services. One of the things that's really great about video, which we'll go into more, but video really helps to deliver information quickly and in a simplified format. Not everyone learns or consumes information the same way. And for visual learners, video is a great option for them. Next slide. So the best thing about video content is that it can be shared on social media, which is what we're all about here at doTERRA Social. So it's such a major driver for video distribution. 80% of online traffic is video content. 90% of people share video content, and online users say that, video helps them make a decision to purchase. So those are some really incredible stats. I want to just talk about a few specific things that video can do to help. Adding product video, adding usage and explaining how to do something. Like I said before, a lot of people learn visually, and essential oils and our other products are a great way to show how to use it over video. You can explain how to use an essential oil, but showing in a video could be really powerful for your audience, for potential customers. So research show that 74% of users who watch an explainer video about a product or service subsequently buy it. That's a huge number, 74%. 83% of businesses say that videos provide good return on investment. Even though video production is not yet easy or cheap, it's still worth it. And we do not expect you to create doTERRA type video content. We have a whole team here at doTERRA, people that have gone to school for this, but that's the beauty of smartphones now. You can set up your camera, put it in a tripod, hold it in your hand and create content with incredible filters, incredible apps that can help you cut and paste and do things directly in the app or in other places. So don't feel like you need it to be perfect. You need it to be professional quality. In fact, that's really not what's trending right now. That's the beauty of TikTok. It's made it so that you can share content that's not polished, that feels very real, feels very relatable, and makes it feel very natural. You're in your own kitchen doing your own DIYs, things like that. Video also builds trust. And this is a big one because you want to be connecting with your audience. You want them to know you're a real person using these oils, teaching classes, benefiting from them yourself. So it's really important that not only do people hear your voice and see your face, but that is the way that you build trust. So, another cool stat is 57% of consumers say that video gave them more confidence in purchasing online because they got to see how the product is used. They didn't feel like the learning curve was as steep. Some other really great things just to mention is Google loves video. So as you're creating videos, either, you can always add those to YouTube and have a YouTube account where you store your video content. And that is super helpful if you're linking, if you have a website and you want to embed a video into it, adding it to YouTube certainly helps for Google rank and people finding your website. As you know, everyone just consumes content straight on their phone, whether on social media or videos are sent back and forth. So if you're feeling hesitant, if you're feeling like you're not ready to do this, I would really encourage you to just jump in. If you have a smartphone, just start creating videos. You don't even have to publish them yet, but creating videos, getting comfortable with making them is the first step. I also want to say that video content is a great tool for learning, and it's also super easy to consume. People can rewatch the same video. They can pause it. How many of you have watched a YouTube DIY and you've paused it and then done what they've said to do and then gone back? So it's just really easy, consumable way to for people to engage with the content and the videos that you make. So then on the next slide, I want to mention, this is how much video has grown in on social, on platforms, and how much more people now consume and use video content. You can see where it started. And now where it is now in 2021, over 80%. So there are 4 different ways to use video effectively and to boost your audience engagement, boost them either resharing what you've posted, either telling a friend about it, asking comments, clicking for more. I think in videos, calls to action are really great. But here are the 4 that we really want to emphasize, which is to tell a story, to motivate, to simplify an idea, and to entertain. And every video doesn't have to be all of these rolled up into one, but I think they are categories of different video types that you can make. If you can do all 4 in the same one, kudos to you. But maybe you're entertaining with essential oils, or you're doing a DIY to simplify how to use a specific product, how to use Deep Blue, how to use Digest Zen. Motivating people is always a great one. And we are in the age of storytelling. storytelling, oh, as you know, as leaders and as wellness advocate leaders, you know that a compelling story for why and your why it makes all the difference when you're talking and sharing about doTERRA. So lean into that why and lean into your story and why these products have impacted your life. Motivation is just a huge driver. People need other people to feel compelled to do what they need to do. So the key areas of expertise that you have, use that to motivate people. Use that to say, do you want a better night's sleep? Here's how to do that. Do you want to feel invigorated? Do you want to get healthy? Those types of things. You can use these videos as a motivational tool. Essential oils, once you understand them, feel very easy. It's drops of oil internally, topically, aromatically. But for a first-time user, you can really be that key to sharing how to use the product and to really simplify something that might feel complex or hard to them. And always seeing something can be sometimes the best way to learn. And then entertaining. I feel like TikTok has made it acceptable to entertain, not only for brands, but for influencers and just for the everyday person. I can't tell you how many people I watch just to be entertained because they are funny. And essential oils can be extremely entertaining from our culture to, essential oil no-nos, to personalities of people that use doTERRA. Those are ways that you can entertain. You can also entertain just by being yourself and the things that you find humorous or funny or kind of crazy. You can say, guess what happened to me today, and share those types of things. I'm going to pass the time to Mackenzie to go through and really talk about videos and what doTERRA has created, and hopefully you can learn from not only our mistakes but our experimenting.
Great, thanks, Pamela. I absolutely loved everything you said because all of it just makes sense to me, and you provided a lot of great tips for everyone, especially if they're just getting started with video content. It can seem really overwhelming, honestly, because you see all these amazing videos being created, but if you take a step back, a lot of them are made so simply. It's just people showing us what they're doing in their home, in their everyday life. On these next few slides, you'll see some of the simple videos that we've created here at doTERRA. Like Pamela said, there are several on our accounts that you can see were probably a little more challenging to make, but that's because we have an entire team behind us. But we understand that the videos you're going to be making just need to be simple. And that's honestly what people really want to see, is just the simplicity of how you're using essential oils in your life every day. So it's kind of some interesting things to note here is, and Pamela's already kind of mentioned this, is video has critical and effective marketing strategies. Brands who use video content increase brand engagement. In fact, more than half of all companies are using video in their marketing strategy. And brands who switch from text-based display, just doing captions, just doing static posts, and just imagery on their content are having a better chance of converting leads to sales, especially if they're making sure to do that on mobile platforms. So obviously Instagram, Facebook, and platforms that you're primarily viewing on your mobile device. So this is great news for each of you. Kind of some questions to think about are you trying to build your team right now? Are you wanting to connect with your audience more? Are you trying to increase sales? If you're struggling with any of these things or have a goal to create a better connection with your team, then video content is definitely a must and something that you should add to your social media. On the next slide, we'll talk about what actually makes a good video. There's several things that can make a great video, and honestly, it can kind of be up to you, but just some tips that we want to show is just this simple video right here. we simply just put the products on the counter and made it look really fun and creative with someone pointing their finger down on it. And it made a really fun, creative video where we could talk about the products and educate people. So videos don't need to be perfect. Your audience really wants to see your vulnerable side and your funny side. They want to see your carefree side. They want to see your face. They want to see you in your everyday life using essential oils. I think something really important to keep in mind is that you catch your viewers' attention within the first 5 seconds. So you want to make sure you're doing things that obviously catch their attention, that catch their eye. Some of the best videos are just simple, relatable, and really show your everyday life. So when you're thinking of how can I create a video that's really going to catch their attention, some things that I think are a good idea are at the beginning of the video, ask a question. It gives them something to think about, especially if that's a question that they have. And then eventually answer that question in your video. Music is a huge thing. I feel like a lot of times I love a video just because of the song that's in it and the emotion that's behind it. It really makes you feel something when it comes to music. I'm sure all of you have seen all the fun transitions people do on Reels or TikTok. Those are always super fun. And they honestly can be so simple. It's just you moving your phone a certain way or moving a product, sliding a product across the counter and then just putting them all together to create a fun transition. That's exactly what this video is on this slide. Another great way is adding text to your videos. A lot of times, if people are in a setting where it's quiet, they won't have the sound on their phone, but you still want to make sure they understand what you're talking about in your video. So adding text can be a really powerful thing to making sure they understand the topic of your video without actually having the music on. On the next slide, we're going to talk about customer attitudes towards the video. And I kind of already highlighted this a little bit, but some words to keep in mind when you're creating a video and things that you want your audience to feel is you want them to feel entertained, engaged, informative, and inspirational. So I think these 4 videos we have at the bottom here are a really good example of that. The first one is simply just someone turning on a diffuser in their home and creating that calming, peaceful environment that comes with a diffuser and a certain diffuser blend you create. The other one is talking about a diffuser blend and why we should diffuse oils in our home and the feelings and things that they can bring. The next one is talking simply about a product. Product education is huge and one thing that people really pay attention to if they're wanting to learn how to use doTERRA products. This is maybe a way you haven't thought of to use CorrectX before. The last video is something that everyone can do in their everyday life, simply adding some oils to flavor their water. That's a super easy, fun way to get people excited about using oils. So as you can see, it can be a lot simpler than you think. I have confidence that all of you could create a video like this. There wasn't any crazy transitions, really. It's just simply showing the products being used in your everyday life. One thing to keep in mind is that 90% of consumers watch videos on their phone. So just when you're creating a video, keep that in mind. Is this going to look good and display nicely on a phone? A lot of times it will be. All of these videos were probably created just simply with an iPhone or a smartphone, and they all ended up looking nice displaying on a phone for Instagram or Facebook or wherever you're posting it. Another important thing to note is that 2 in 3 people say that they would share a video if it's informative. More than half of users say they would share a video if it was inspirational. So keeping things educational and really inspiring people is important. And I think all of you already do a great job at inspiring people to use essential oils. So really just show what you love about the oils. Show your passion for it. Show your passion for the products and how you use them every single day. I'm going to go on to the next slide and talk about what type of video content you should actually post. We've discussed this a little bit, but kind of here's a slide to give you some ideas. I know we've highlighted mainly what type of content to post on TikTok or Instagram and things like that, but long form content in video format is great as well. So things like vlogs or an interview, Q&A, maybe a how-to tutorial that's a little longer is great to be posted on YouTube. Typically, people on TikTok and Instagram are looking for quick, fast videos. Just think of this when you get on Instagram or things like that. When you're scrolling through Reels, you're going through them pretty quickly. You don't want to spend too much time on them. You're looking for quick, fun, and engaging videos. But when people go to somewhere like YouTube, they are looking for something that's a little longer. They're willing to spend a little bit more time sitting there and, watching a 10, 20, 30-minute video. However, like we said, social media is a great place to post those shorter videos and those engaging ones that are quick and give some easy, fast information, just like this video here. Another great example of a type of content, video content you can post is contests and giveaways. If you've ever done a giveaway before, you'll know they're really fun. It's a great way to get your audience excited and to get more followers as well, because people will start reposting things about your giveaway and they'll come to your page and try to learn what you're all about. Next is product reviews. I'm sure all of you have already done something similar to this before, maybe even just on your stories, getting on your stories and talking about a product and why you love it and how you're going to use it. Testimonials is also another great way. You can get people maybe from your team or customers and things giving a testimonial about a product, making that into a quick little reel, or just putting it on your stories as well. Animations, this video on this slide is actually a good example of animations. That's a little bit more of an advanced way to post a video, but if you feel confident in creating something like that, go ahead and do it. These are just a few ideas for you. There's obviously several more out there, but we just kind of want to get your minds thinking and helping you understand that it can be a little more simpler than you probably think. But I will turn it back over to Pamela.
Thanks, Mackenzie. You really did share some great tips and tricks on and ways to use video content to boost engagement on social media. So I want to talk just as a summary about the most current video trends that are happening right now. Trends are great. We always like to be, on trend and be in the moment. That's the beauty of TikTok, is things will trend for a couple days, but also stay true to yourself. Stay true to the type of leader you are, the type of wellness advocate that you are. And, but always experiment, always be evolving, always be willing to, go outside your comfort zone or think outside the box, because you are always looking for new customers and new people to engage with. So these are the main trends that are going on right now. Going live in your videos, that is a big thing right now, where people get influencers, brands can allow people to engage with them in the moment. Vlogs and smartphone production. So like Mackenzie said, not overly produced, really just from your smartphone. Just that it's very obvious a video that's been produced versus one that's been shot on a phone. And there's not, nobody's looking down on a video that's created on a smartphone anymore. It's very widely accepted and even preferred on some social platforms. Just adding video stories to your Instagram and Facebook, just adding stories that are video instead of still shots. That is very popular. I think that's even a great way to just dip your toe into the pool. It's like, start by creating videos and stories and then move to, Reels and TikToks and YouTube videos. Really, the sky's the limit with this, and we don't want to prevent you from creating the kind of video content that you want. 360-degree product videos. Mackenzie touched on this, like review a doTERRA product so people know you're giving your personal opinion, you're giving your review of it. That's building trust. That's being open and honest, those types of things. And then lastly, creating silent videos. So, people are on the go, they're busy. Maybe they don't have their AirPods in right now. So people that need to have things on mute or they can't have the volume up can still get the information and still understand what the video is about without music. I personally love to hear the music, hear people talking, but give both those options. On the next slide, I want to share with you how to find videos on doTERRA Social. Mackenzie's really passionate about this. She sees where things are going and she wants you guys to be able to optimize and create the very best content for your social channels. So if you go to content and then to post ideas, we have a whole section that's just GIFs, videos that we've created that you guys can reshare about specific products. I think this will also just give you a great example of how to make your own. You can, along with GIFs, you can go to set up your own account on Giphy. It's GIPHY.com, and you can upload your own GIFs there. And it will help you animate and create it. It's an additional platform. We've made these and we hope you use them. We hope you add them to your scheduled content. And we'll continue to add those. But I think it will also just give you inspiration to create your own as well. And then on the next slide, because Mackenzie's really passionate about this, if you go back to June and July, monthly template content, there are videos on there that you can use. The way you'll know whether it's a video or not is in the top right on the top left on the first line, you'll see a little video camera, and that's how you'll know it's a video. So as you're warming up, as you're creating your own, maybe you're not quite ready, but you want to start sharing video content, use those and then get inspired to create your own. These will also just give you great ideas, show how you spray and use a boat in your kitchen or bathroom, show how you fill a soft gel, creating your own soft gels, your own diffuser blends. That's the kind of content that we'll be sharing, and definitely create your own. And then lastly, I just want to go over specific social channels and the video formats for those social channels. You can see how we've broken it down. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Twitter. These have very specific, unique to their platform, but that doesn't mean you can't cross promote on other platforms. Creating reels in the app and sharing to your feed is a great idea. Adding those also to stories works on Instagram. Sharing short videos on TikTok are great, but they can also be cross-promoted on an Instagram story because you have 15 seconds in an Instagram story, and short videos created on TikTok really perform well. With that being said, maybe you have some YouTube longer format videos that you've created for YouTube. You can add those to Facebook. Facebook is actually really great for long format videos, and TikTok has now just went to 3-minute long videos. So don't feel like you have to create different videos for different platforms. You can really share them on all your content. I wouldn't recommend doing it all in the same day and just, mass pushing it out, but being really intentional, and saying, maybe I'm going to create a video about On Guard and I'm going to share about it over the next few months, different ways, but you can share it on different platforms at different times. You might think that your audience is seeing too much of you, but that is rarely the case. Very rare. People usually, it takes multiple times of seeing your content for it to really stick or sink in. one of the biggest things that we have found on social media, specifically on Instagram, is how many saves we get. So you're creating content and people are saving it so they can continue to view later or reference later. Having that bookmarked save button has been great. We've seen people save our content in the thousands in videos because they want to keep it. They don't want to have to go back and search for it within our feed, and they have it saved, and you'll be able to see those analytics and stats yourself, how many people saved. I think that's also a really good driver to know what type of content your audience is loving and want more of. So I would definitely encourage you to look into your stats to see what's working and what's not. So on the last slide, we really encourage you to share our corporate produced videos that we share with you. We also have B-roll content that we're going to be rolling out, that you'll be able to create your own reels and your own posts. And then we are creating videos. Mackenzie's doing a great job. We're going to be creating videos about how to make reels and how to make videos, how to edit them. So that will also be coming, that you'll be able to see in the Facebook group. So for those of you that are ready to get started, I encourage you to just start today. Create something. Even if it doesn't get posted, just create something and start getting your feet wet. Do that. And then Mackenzie will have some how-to videos to help you really feel confident and feel like you're ready to share if you're not already. I'll turn the time over to Raquel.
Thank you. And thank you so much, both Mackenzie and Pamela, for sharing so much valuable information about videos, the different types, and how easy and approachable it can be. So as mentioned earlier, I'm from Promo Republic, which is the company behind doTERRA Social. And as you saw with some of the video content, we have that already resting in the platform with a lot of really exciting features coming this month surrounding video content. So make sure you stay tuned to that. What I have in front of you are resources. So you can take a screenshot of this page or click your favorite links. For those who are unfamiliar, doTERRA Social lives at social.doterra.com. If you have any questions as you're using the platform, we actually do have a built-in chat. So you just click on the O on the right-hand side. Also, you can email us directly at doTERRA@promorepublic.com. We have a help center if you want to get your own questions answered via help.promorepublic.com. Our landing page has all previous recorded webinars that we've ever done since 2019. So there's quite a lot of really valuable information there, and we'll be posting updates, feature releases, and a lot more information as Pamela, Mackenzie, and I work to make it the best version of itself. So definitely stay tuned and bookmark that. And if you're not already in our exclusive doTERRA Social Facebook group, this is where you can get peer-to-peer feedback. So it is peer-to-peer moderated. So that is it from me. If you have any questions, I saw we had a few questions come through the chat, one around the cost for doTERRA Social. It starts at from $21 annually. So again, that's per year. So very low barrier to entry, and about how you can use the platform. So not only can you find amazing content like Mackenzie and Pamela showed you today, you can schedule it and get the analytics, which is what was asked, if you can see the stats on how your content is performing. So yes, all of that is there. Thank you so much for those great questions. So obviously I just answered those live as well as in the chat, but I wanted to invite anyone else if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll pass the microphone back to Mackenzie.
Awesome. Thanks, Raquel. We really appreciate all of you joining today. I think we've had a great discussion, and this will be available to view if you want to go back and can't remember everything we talked about. I know we covered a lot of information today, but like we said, this video content is just so important, and there's a lot of fun things you can do with it. I would just encourage you to get creative and have fun with it. It doesn't need to be overwhelming. Just make it fun. You know, ask people to help you if you want, include other people in your videos, and just make it really fun. I'm excited to start creating some of those how-to videos for you. We are here to support you and help you and provide you with some of the video content, but it really does come down to you creating a video that is authentic and really expresses how you feel about essential oils. So we can provide B-roll for you, we can provide some reels for you, but it really comes down to you creating that authentic content, and that's how your videos are going to trend and be popular and reach new people. So again, thank you so much. Let's go and hit our goals with video content. Thanks for listening and have a great day.